Hey, good afternoon, guys. It's Kate here. And you know what? I have not been in here all week, and that's okay. I'm sorry to have missed my daily communication with you guys, but I've had a very urgent project going on, and that is editing and getting my book, which is called Find Your Purpose, Find Your Passion, up and running so that it can get published as an ebook first, and then one you can touch, a real book after that. But it's going to go up on Amazon very, very shortly. And yes, everything went crazy. It was all in, I write in Scrivener, and everything was in Scrivener, and suddenly it went poop and disappeared, and I had to go and find it all again and get it all back in there. And yes, it was just a little trying. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Kate, and I'm a life coach, health coach, money coach, and an emotional freedom coach. I coach around a lot of things, and I love the use of essential oils. You can join a couple of my groups out there. My name, Kate Penworn Thompson, is the only one on Facebook, the only one on Instagram, the only one anywhere on social media. Have my own unique name. Thank you to my dad. So you can find me anywhere. I have 3 groups that you might find interesting to join. One is called Mighty Mums Making a Move. The other one is Whole Health, Weightless. And the other one is the Oily Coaches Revolution. And that is all about, if you're a life coach or some sort of coach and want to know how to use essential oils to use or get better breakthroughs, that's the place for you to go. So go and join one of those groups and feel free to get involved and all of that. And hello, Marianne, I see you're there. It's great to see you, and we have to plan a date soon to actually talk to one another. So what am I going to talk about today? It's been on my mind because I'm writing this book, you see, Find Your Purpose, Find Your Passion. And in it, I think, and I know this for sure, I don't think this, just think this, I do know this, that we can get our passions mixed up with our purpose. In other words, we can get sometimes running down a wrong path on what is a passion and then getting very disappointed because it didn't work out the way we thought it did. And I could go into many examples of that, but what I do know is that when you understand the purpose, and we all have a unique purpose for being on this earth, we are created that way. And some of you may, what would you say, not be really clear on that, but I'm sure if you delve in, there'll be one thing in your heart that you know that this is the gifting, or this is the desire of your heart to be able to help somebody in this world, or serve, or nurture somebody. You've got skills that can help other people, and that generally turns out to be a purpose. What is your passion underneath that is all the things that support that. So my purpose in life, and I know this, is that I have a huge desire to be able to help people live their best life. And that may be getting out of a bad relationship. It may be changing a job that you're really unhappy in, but it's making the right move in your life that is going to lead you into more joy and peace and abundance. And that is what we're created for. We aren't created for trouble and strife and unhappiness and being stuck. We get stuck because we're not listening to our inner spirit man. We are not listening in. We are not listening for those small, still voice, or that small, still voice that comes in our head and directs us and guides us and shows us where to go. One of the, and that's a lot about what my book is about, and it has an analogy of, because I was brought up on the water and I learned to drive an 84-foot boat, I guess you would call her, when I was about 11 or 12. So I was used to sailing almost the ocean, what felt like the ocean, but the bay leading out into the ocean. And although we never took her, she was called the Hurry Up, out into the ocean, I had many, many, many years and many experiences on the boat. And I understood the analogy of when we get stuck, it's almost like we're sitting on our beach chair with our poodle and our bonbons, and we're going to just stay there because this is comfortable. This is, yeah. If we want to get out there, the sand is hot, and then we're going to have to run, and maybe the water's cold, and so we stay stuck in the place that we are. And in my book, you can see that I make an analogy about that. And it is true in life that we can get stuck, but why do we get stuck? I truly believe that it is because we get into fear, which can come in all sorts of ways, and we listen to the fear thoughts in our head instead of listening to that small, still voice that tells us how to get out. We get afraid, and then we don't trust, we don't believe, and our desires don't match our belief system, so we're stuck. Why does our desire have to match our belief? Because there are words in the Bible, and I know in many other religions. If I'm a Christian, I believe in the Bible, I read the Bible. In the Bible, it says, "O ye of little faith." Well, faith is belief. And we can have a desire. And if you read lots of Bible stories, you'll know that many of the main characters or the main people in there, the ones who are called, had great fears. And they were called to do great adventures. But their faith sometimes was not as large or as equal to their desire to do what they needed to do. And when we don't have that together, we cannot trust that small, still voice. We are still falling back and trusting in our own flesh and trusting that we've got control of this when really we haven't. Well, we have. We've got our hands stuck so far about it, we're squeezing the life out of it. And sometimes we then just cannot go forward. So what happens is we're unhappy here. So we begin to attract a lot more unhappiness. We begin to attract a lot more unhappy thoughts. We every day don't get up with joy, peace, and abundance and faith. We get up feeling like, oh no, here it goes again. This hurts, that hurts. And that's what happens. That's how we get stuck. We get disjointed from listening to that small, still voice. We get away from what our purpose is. We get away from what our genuine desire is, what we're sent here to do. Now, a lot of people have said to me over the years, and have thought that to sing and to write has been, or to direct plays, etc., is my purpose that I'm here for. But that isn't. They are all wonderful passions of mine, but they support the purpose that I know that I'm called to do in this world. Being a life coach supports that purpose because I'm helping other people. I am helping them to understand how they can have more joy and more happiness and more peace and get out of that place where you're circling the drain forever and ever. It isn't easy to do that. It really isn't. But, what I've been doing when I've been writing this week is this is a relatively new oil that I didn't know about at Young Living, but I found it, and it's called One Voice. The amazing thing about this, it's an emotional oil, but truly it's almost like I put this on and the inspiration, the words that I want to say, the voice that I want to put out there to help people flows so much easier. So, you know, essential oils can help you in every area of your emotional life as well as in your health. I use these for my health, different reasons for my health as well, and that is widely known if you are not aware of that. So, being stuck means that you're just here. You're not moving. In fact, you may be sliding back. When we're not going forward, we may be more going in the opposite direction. And if that's you and you'd like to talk to me about it, hey, drop me a note, and let's have a coffee chat and I'll talk to you. I'm very happy to chat to you and find out how maybe I can give you some inspiration on how to get moving again. But the bottom line is you've got to be at that place where you want to go forward, where you're sick of circling this train and where you're sick of being where you are and you are ready for your belief to match your desire. That can happen in every area of your life. You may be sitting in a job you hate or you dislike. You aren't happy there. You don't like the people you're working with, all of that. But you're sitting there because you're saying, this is my income and I don't know how to get out and I don't know where to go. You may be carrying excess weight that you've been sick of for years, but it's real hard, to put the bonbons down. It's hard. I'm not saying it's easy. It's hard. You may be stuck in or have got out of a relationship, but you're still stuck in the resentment and the hurt and the stuff. And so you keep going back to those thoughts. And so therefore you're still really stuck in the relationship. So the way we do that is, well, there's many different ways, too many for me to explain here right now. But there are simple ways that when you do recognize where you are and when you do recognize that I've stopped moving forward. And now and it could be that you say to yourself, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. No, you're just not in the flow. In other words, you're trying to swim upstream. You're making it hard. You're trying to swim upstream instead of going with the flow and finding out what the next move is. That's not always easy. I am not saying it's easy, but I know when we can change our thinking, we can change how we believe about this, and we can raise that vibration to believe and desire at the same time, and then trust ourselves to take the right action. We're on our way. And the more you get on the way, and even the tiniest little wins are going to keep you on that path that is going to keep you moving forward. So that's it for today. It's a quick one. It is my grandsons. I have one grandson today who is turning 13, and we are off to have peace, love, and pizza with him. So that's going to be a fun expedition, and we've got him a great gift, and I know he's going to enjoy knowing that Grammy and Grandpa are going to be there for his arrival into his teens. So our family is always growing. Our family is always expanding, not necessarily with birth, but with people who join our family, extras that come on board. And and life is sweet. So enjoy life. Enjoy your life. We only get one. That's it. I know some of you might think that you're coming back. Well, if I'm coming back as a pampered poodle. So, but we really get this one life with this one body to enjoy. So we don't want to get stuck anywhere. We want to keep moving. Contact me if you need to chat. That's it for today. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.